Hotel family, Hotel peace and blessings. I greet you in the name of God and the ancestors, in whose footsteps I most humbly walk. His brother Ed and Mojo for the PIFF Connection. Today we have the honor and the privilege to have the vice president of PIFF, but today she's here as an author. Let me hold this book right. As an author. Yes, Dr. Kathleen E. Walls has authored her third book, first children's book. Now, we're going to ask about the reunion, the adventures of Froggy T and Bunnie, a hip-hop tale. Right. So, Dr. Walls, welcome to PIFF Connection.
Why, thank you. Okay. Long time no see.
Yeah, long time no see. Pray for me, people. Pray for me. So, okay, let's talk about this. Froggy T and Bunnie. Who is Froggy T and Bunnie?
So, I am Bunnie. So back in about somewhere between 2006, 2008, Dr. Gordon, it was his birthday.
Who's Dr. Gordon?
Dr. Gordon is an elder, mentor, friend, business coach, strategist, leadership development coach, smoothie drinker, yes. So it was his birthday, and normally I would buy him a birthday card, but I wanted to do something different and something creative for his birthday, so I decided to write him a poem. And he always called me Bunnie because he talked about how much energy I had, and he would always say, Bunnie on the move, Bunnie on the move.
You mean like the Energizer Bunny?
Just like the Energizer. According to him, I'm the one that gives the Energizer Bunny energy.
Oh, wow.
So he said, so I said, well, you know what? You always saying Bunnie on the move, but you always hopping right along next to me. So I realized at that point I needed to give him a nickname. And so in this birthday poem, I dubbed him Froggy T because his name is Thomas.
Okay.
Yes. So that's the Froggy T.
Froggy Thomas. Gotcha.
Yes.
Okay. So that's okay. So now we know about who Froggy T and Bunnie, where they came from.
Yes.
So now this book, you name it A Hip Hop Tale.
And that actually came from a friend of mine. So she said, "Oh, that she."
Which friend?
Jericia.
Oh, your sidekick.
Yes.
Okay.
And so she said a hip hop tale, and I was like, oh, that's so cute because it's such a great play on words. Okay. So it's a hip, right? It's hip. It's cool. Okay. And Froggy T plays the saxophone. And for, if you haven't seen the animated version, you definitely have to check out the animated version because Rob Taylor is the saxophonist. And Froggy T is really... So you're talking about Rob from Homeland
St.
Lucia? St. Lucia.
Okay.
Yes.
Hey. He was one of the first musicians in St. Lucia to support Sisters in Harmony.
No, I didn't realize that.
Yeah, he did a drop for us.
Wow.
Back in 2013.
I mean, he's been tremendously supportive in all of our initiatives over the years. And so it was great to be able to reach back and tap on him and have him be the saxophone player for Froggy T. Yeah. And see, Froggy T also plays the sax because Dr. Gordon plays the sax.
Oh, he does?
He does.
Oh, I know that.
So there's a lot of significance in the story.
So there's a lot of backstory.
A lot of behind the scenes and backstory. It sounds like the backstory
is bigger than the actual book.
It is. It definitely is. It definitely is.
Is that what the next book is, the backstory of Froggy T?
No, this is the backstory. You have to watch the different interviews that I do in order to get the full backstory. Yeah.
Okay, so who's the book written for? What age group is the book written for? Okay, it's written for one age group, but sometimes it's written for one age group and another age group picks up on it.
So really, I say the book is for everybody because I wanted to make sure there was something for not only the person listening to the book, but also the person who was reading the book. Okay. And many times it may be an older sibling or parents or teachers or someone who's going to be reading to the story, reading to the young person. The young
person might be reading to the
and I can really say, and that's the other thing. And sometimes the young person is reading to the person who's older than them. And there's concepts in the book that I wanted to generate conversation. Okay. Because I think it's so important, just like we do in PIFF, we make sure that it's family friendly. It helps to bring the community back together, and it helps to ensure that there's conversation happening both ways.
So it's edutainment.
It's definitely edutainment. Okay. Definitely.
Okay. So how can people find this book? Since so much is a hip hop tale, where do we hip and hop to get it?
Where do you hip and hop to get it? Wait, it's so funny because I just was with a little 4-year-old and she got her copy.
Olivia?
Yes, Olivia just got her copy of the reunion.
Okay.
And I said, you know what's so great about this book? I said, I'm an adult, because she was saying how you specifically were no longer a child anymore. She didn't deem me as not a child, but she deemed you as an adult and her being a child. I said, but adults and children, you know what we can do? And she said, what? I said, we can hop together. And so I started hopping down the hall, and she hopped behind me.
She did, family.
And she stops and she goes, I didn't know you could hop.
Me neither.
That's it.
The vice president of PIFF could hop.
That's right. We keep on hopping. Keep on hopping. So the thing that's great about this book, there's so many things that are great about this book.
So give us your top 4.
Oh my goodness, top 4.
Top 4. Give us your top 4.
Malfini Animation and Film Production Team
In St. Lucia.
in
Yes.
St. Lucia.
Lucian, strong.
Longtime
758.
supporter of PIFF.
Yes.
Brought this and the animated version to life.
Wonderful.
So that is tremendous. It was an opportunity for he and his team and us to actually work the message of PIFF, which is that it is a collaboration, not a competition.
Exactly.
And so he was able to bring his team, and it's a team of young people as well, so they were able to utilize their skills and create something that had been in my brain and in my heart for well over a decade. And I had tried to get this illustrated and animated many times over. I had success with one illustrator, and then when I decided to get it animated and his team did the animation, I wanted the animation and the illustration to match.
Gotcha.
So then I got the illustrations done all over again.
Okay.
But the first person who did my illustration, she did an amazing job, and I love her version as well. Like I said, but because I wanted the match between the two, it just made more sense to bring it together. And that's just a business move.
No, I like what you're saying about Malfini, because, Malfini, I don't practice the 7 principles of the Nguzo. I am the 7 principles. So when I listen to you, I hear the 7 principles of the Nguzo Saba. And if you don't know the 7 principles, check out the 7 principles of Nguzo Saba's sponsor, because that's very important, because there's young people that Milton is teaching, and now they're actually able to apply what he taught them, and then they see they see income from it.
Exactly.
So
because
it's
this
so
was
powerful.
not an inexpensive project. It was definitely, but it was one that I chose to invest in, and it's amazing.
So you didn't spend, you invested.
I invested. And I will have to say, I think it's important, as we just, did a show about financial literacy and different things, that it is important to recognize. At first, I did see it as spending. I did. And then when I started to receive the samples of the animations and the samples of the illustrations, I fell in love. And then it shifted from spending to investing.
So, Dr. Wall, let's stop right there.